theme park lifestyle.
Alright guys, as we head on the station, look to the right hand side, put a hand in the air, and let's give a friendly wave to the hard-working station masters of Nairobi. Okay, keep looking to the right to see a big glass enclosure. That's the home to the African penguins. African penguins are warm water penguins. They live on the coast of Africa and they're very friendly. You have to go by there and look down. Don't be surprised to see an African penguin following you every step of the way. They're very friendly African penguins. Now behind the trees on the left-hand side, the edge of Africa. Edge of Africa is a self-guided tour. You can get close to a pride of African lions, hyenas, meerkats, and other small animals. There's also a giant tank with the mighty hippos and the Nile crocodile, all in the edge of Africa. Coming up next, Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse is a family coaster. It's also a sedan coaster. You look to the right to see an elevator. That'll take that car 70 feet or multi forward, directly towards that giant snake. Partway through the ride, we'll travel backwards and finish off by actually spinning at Cobra's Curse. The blue and beige roller coaster is Montu. Montu is a steel inverted roller coaster. Your feet will back beneath you throughout the entire ride. This Montu flips you upside down 7 times. That's speed between 60 to 70 miles an hour. Montu has been consistently ranked as one of the top roller coasters in the United States. That's Montu. We're coming out on the Serengeti Belt, a wild animal habitat. These animals can and they will cross the rail at any time. So for your safety, remain seated at all times with your arms and legs inside the frame throughout the entire trip. Off to the left are the reticulated giraffe. These giraffes can grow up to 18 feet in height. They do most everything standing up, including giving birth. First experiencing life of a baby giraffe is a 6-foot drop to the ground. They're one of the few animals that can see in color, although they have a very long neck. They have the same number of vertebrae in their neck as humans, and that's 7. All the way to your left are reticulated giraffe. Now between the hills are the grubby zebra. Now the grubby zebra are the largest and most endangered of all zebra. They have thin striped markings and bare underbellies, and just like all zebra, grubby zebra are brown and white in color. Now the truth is that all zebras are brown and white, they are not black and white. Now if you wanted to see an animal with black and white stripes, it's very annoying. You should have watched the Super Bowl the other night. They're called referees. Go Bucks. Had a coworker earlier, or a couple days ago, bragging about the Kansas City Chiefs. I told her this morning the Chiefs did great on Sunday night. They made 9 whole points, 3 field goals. That's it. Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are heavily involved in the species survival plan in cooperation with zoos and aquariums worldwide. We use scientific methods to match animals together in order to strengthen the herds. Our goal is to make sure that these animals are still around for future generations to enjoy. Let's set a train of white rhino, the 3rd largest land animal on the planet. A male white rhino can weigh around 6,000 pounds. The white rhino get their name from an African word. It translates into wide, referring to the wide mouth. Rhino horn is not a real horn. It's not connected to the skull. Rhino horn is connected to their face. It's made of keratin. Keratin is the same material that makes up human fingernails and hair. So if you think about it, rhino horn is just one big nose hair. And if the rhino's horn is nothing but hair, why don't we go to all the barbershops, sweep up the shavings, package it, sell it as rhino horn? We'll never have to kill any more of these magnificent animals for that useless material. There are 5 subspecies of rhinos left in the world, and all of them are endangered because of hunting for that useless horn. The white rhino, the 3rd largest land animal on the planet. So the green truck on your left-hand side is the Serengeti Safari Tour. Now that is an extra fee, but you get to come out on the Serengeti belt, get very close to the animals, and there's an animal expert on that truck to answer all your questions. Check out that tour and other tours at the Serengeti Outpost near the Nairobi train station. The Serengeti Safari Tour. There's a female ostrich on the right. Now the ostrich is the largest of the bird species. They're totally flightless. They have very powerful legs. A kick from an ostrich has enough power to kill a full-grown lion. The one ostrich egg equals about 24 chicken eggs. It will take around 2 hours to boil one ostrich egg. The ostrich on the right. All the way on the left are the water buck. Water buck are not aquatic animals, but they will jump into rivers and streams to avoid predators. Water buck all the way to your left. to your left, the grand zebra. The grand zebra, the smallest, most photographed of all zebra. And the only zebra whose stripes go all the way around the belly. The smallest animal to your left, the grand gazelle. The grand gazelle can run about 55 miles per hour. The grand gazelle also on the left. On the right-hand side of the train is Kumba. Kumba gets her name from an African word that translates into roar. The Kumba will flip you upside down 7 times at speed between 60 to 70 miles per hour. So if you're in Congo looking for thrills and excitement, be sure to experience the roar of Kumba. Coming up on the right-hand side of the train is an animal habitat. There's a very large brown antelope, the bongos. The bongo antelope are very rare. Only about 100 of them are left in the wild. Around 500 in human care. Males can weigh around 900 pounds. Bongo antelope were thought to be extinct. Then they were rediscovered around the 1950s. On the right, the bongos. On the left is Jungala, home of the Bengal tigers, the orangutan, and other small animals, all in Jungala. On the left-hand side of the train is Stanleyville, home to the Sheikah roller coaster, Tigers, and the Stanley Falls Dog Park. Right around the corner is Sesame Street Safari and Fun, where the little ones can ride kiddie rides. They might even meet Elmo and Big Bird live at Sesame Street Safari and Fun. We're coming into Stanleyville Station. Please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop. This has been a one-way trip. We left Nairobi, we're now coming into Stanleyville. Everyone will exit the train at Stanleyville. I hope you enjoyed your ride on the Serengeti Express. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Busch Gardens. We're coming into the Stanleyville station. Please remain seated until we come to a full and a complete stop.
We got the tutu. Okay, from this point in time, please do not touch the change seats or exit train. We're underway. Everybody put your hands up in the air. Move to the left. Give a nice big wave to our hard-working station masters. I got Mary here in the back. I got Brandon right over there. And Michael way up in the front. Say goodbye, guys. One more time. Say goodbye, guys. All right. They're going to be here all night long. Keeping the station all pretty and clean for us. Thank you, guys. See ya. Turn 3. Anybody ride cheaper today? Raise your hand. All right, now look over on your far right-hand side. See all that wood and construction going on? That is Sheepers Flint iron glassing. It's all wood, and then steel for the track. It's supposed to be a little bit taller, a little bit faster, and a whole lot scarier. Iron glassing. Now, coming up on the right-hand side is the Scorpion. It features 360-degree loops at speeds of up to 55 miles an hour. Come feel the sting of the Scorpion that is located in Tampa, along with Dawson Fury, Sand Serpent, and a whole bunch of kids riding activities. Over on the left-hand side is the Stanleyville Log Flume Ride, located in Stanleyville. Oops, somebody fell onto that one. Now that'll take you up about 50 feet, bring you down into a nice watery splashdown. Place to go on a nice one day like today. Now we are coming into the Serengeti. Remember, the animals do have the right of way. You are welcome to take all the pictures and videos you like, but do it from a seated position only. Over on the far left is Cuba. Coming up on the right-hand side, the orange and blue coaster. That is the Sand Serpent. That is a family friendly. It does not go upside down. It just takes you on hairpin turns at about 22 miles an hour. That's the Sand Serpent, acceptable breeze, and Tokyo. Look over here behind the train to the right over here up against that wooden fence. See those big horns sticking up? That's a Watusi cow. It comes from the Watusi tribe. The cattle there are considered sacred, so they mainly keep them for their milk and not their meat. And over on the left-hand side, we got the Grant zebras. Those are the guys with the stripes all around them. Now, when a baby is born into the zebra family, it can be up and running with the herd within 1 hour of birth. And right next to them, the grayish color animals with horns and beards, those are wildebeest. They've been known to travel in herds in excess of 1 million. And the small tan animals with black rays and stripes, those are green gazelles. And we got sable antelope right here on the left. And the swan in the pond, ooh, doing the handstand, headstand. And let's see if the white rhinos are still over here. They were over here on our last run. you on the left that they are. And I guess they left. Look way over on the island. We got the orange rhino, also known as the black rhino. He is territorial, so he does have his own location there. I like to call him the orange rhino because, well, he likes to roll around in the clay. And the white and tan antelopes that you see over there on the far left, get a good look at them, get a picture if you can. These are 8-ax antelopes. Unfortunately, they're some of the most endangered of all antelope species in the wild today, with reports of less than 100. And the small tan animals are impalas, and the big tan animals are eland antelopes. Now, normally all those guys are over on the other far side where the reticulated giraffes are, but for some reason they decided to hang out over here today. And because it is a free roaming area, no two train rides are ever the same, because the animals are always moving around. Okay, we are getting ready to come into the Nairobi train station. Please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop. I'll let you know when it's safe to exit on the platform side only. That is the side face of the station. Exit card to the front and rear of the train. And remember, everybody does have to disembark here at Nairobi. Depending on the size crowd we have in the station, you may be able to re-enter the building and re-enter the train to go back to Stanleyville.